Hello everyone. I just wanted to shoot a quick video because I'm quite stressed out. I got an email about a week ago from Microsoft with them stating that they're gonna shut down the Xbox 360 marketplace, which means you can't purchase anything from the Xbox 360 marketplace. And I don't know, like a year ago or 2 years ago, I really wanted to buy Snoopy's Flying Ace because I remember I had to go with a demo of Snoopy's Flying Ace and it was quite fun. But then as a kid, you think, oh well, I don't really want to spend my 30 quid on that, because it was probably about 30 quid. And that probably got removed from the store, quite a while ago now. Not sure when, but the point I'm making is I'm stressed because I can't save everything. It's just not affordable to save every single bit of digital content and everything before it's gone. Because how does lost what's the word they use? Lost media. How does lost media happen? People forget about it and big companies delete it from their archives. Gone forever. That could happen with a load of Xbox 360 DLC games that were from the sorry, I smacked my mic. Games from the Xbox Live Arcade era of things. And it's all very stressful. Now, I've never owned a PlayStation 3, and I'm almost reluctant to buy one because I don't know what they're like. I want to play a couple of There's a few games that are completely exclusive to the PlayStation 3. There's a few Ratchet and Clank games, and they're never going to be as good as the PlayStation 2 ones. But I'd like to play them, and no doubt they've got some sort of downloadable content or expansion packs for them, and they could be gone. They could be gone. I mean, the problem is with these HD remasters, they look like shit. Like the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Revelation, that Ezio pack they made. They've got a nearly flawless, beautiful game, and they fucked it up and added loads of bugs because the modern day developers are fucking garbage and have absolutely no talent or skill. Now, someone might say, well, why don't you do a better job? I can't. I don't have any sort of training or skill in that field, but a lot of people in the field just don't seem to have a fucking brain. They can't seem to work stuff out. It seems like everything they do on a game is from a book, like doctors, GPs. That they what's the word? Not going out of your comfort zone. Something like that. Basically, nobody anymore uses the fucking brain to work shit out or come up with I can't even pronounce it. I'm giving people shit for intelligence. I can't. Innovative. Let me Google it. Innovative. Yeah. Innovative. Innovative, or inventative. I don't know. They just don't do that anymore. That's why I've been saying this for a long time. Grand Theft Auto, I've made countless comments on like Facebook and YouTube. No doubt someone stole me comment word for word and fucking copied and pasted it everywhere. But my thing for GTA 6 is it's going to sell well off the back of, GTA 4, GTA 5, but people are going to fucking dislike it. This is going to be the first failure of a Grand Theft Auto. There's never been a bad Grand Theft Auto game. Now, some people might have been a bit about Chinatown Wars or something, and people were about GTA London because you needed GTA 1, you start the game up, you take the disc out, you put London in on the PlayStation 1. Some people were a bit iffy about that. Like, you couldn't just buy London, put it in and play it. It's like you have to load up GTA 1 and then It's like a patch of disc. It's strange, but there has been no truly awful Grand Theft Auto. Well, I mean, apart from this crappy trilogy remaster shit, but that's not a game. That's just a shit company's done a shit job, and this is my problem. This is why Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be a failure. It's going to sell well. It's going to make a lot of money. A lot of people are going to buy it, but it's going to get slated. There's going to be a lot more people that don't. Now, there'll always be the fucking yes man. Oh, Mr. Rockstar, you taste so good. There'll always be fanboys. And I loved Grand Theft Auto. Every single one up to this trilogy has been pretty fucking solid. Now, in my opinion, Grand Theft Auto 5 has had the treatment that Team Fortress 2 has had, and you might say, what the fuck's that? Well, since the start, after consecutive updates, it's been downgraded. If you look at, there's a video of someone, and I even just remember it from memory, there was so much more attention to detail in the early days of Grand Theft Auto Online. And like with every update, they've removed loads of stuff and caused more bugs. If you try and fix one bug, 2 more will appear, because you fucking modern developers are shit. If it was up to me, I'd fucking play the original, pre-heists. I think the last really good update was like heists. I mean, Doomsday Heist was. It's neat how you can play it alone, or is it just two play? I don't know. That was the problem about heists, is they expected everyone to have loads of friends to be able to play with at any time, but that didn't really work out because I never fucking finished them. Even when it was on 360, this heist update, I still never did all the heists because there was always, friends who had someone better to do the fucking heist with. I'm a bit of one of them people who they sort of get a bit left out, but whatever. Or it'd be my fault for some fucking reason. But anyway, I've never completed the heists, even on the PC version. Right, there was the 360 version, then you transferred to the Xbox One version, and then I transferred to the PC version. And in none of that time, from online didn't come out until quite a long time later after the game's released, or at least it felt like a long time. I think it was like 2014 when the online was released, and that's only a year after the main game was released. So I don't know why it felt like a long time. Maybe it's because I was a kid and I was in school, and school felt slow. So from the game being released to the online being released, maybe that's why it felt like such a long time. And the online was fucking up. Own houses, there's loads of guns, there's a bit of customization. There's not nearly as much customization for guns as I wish there would have been. Now, the Mark II, that should have been standard for every gun. With the amount of customization there is for the Mark II guns, that should have been on every single gun. That amount of customization, attachments, fucking... whatever. But my point is, I'm stressed out to the tits because I know I'm not going to be able to buy every single DLC ever and have it stored on the hard drive. Because first of all, the hard drive's not big enough. Second of all, the hard drive's fucking old now. Although it shouldn't bugger up my 360 hard drive. I've done it now. It'll fucking destroy itself as soon as I next plug it in. But no. I can't save everything, and it's stressful. And I suppose that's something you just have to learn to live with. But, I mean, there's probably someone else out there who shares my opinion. So let me just move this a bit. There's probably someone out there who shares my opinion who wants to archive everything. But you just can't do it. I mean, I need a new hard drive because I want to sort of... Because with the hard drives I've got, if I could fit them all onto a quite big hard drive now. There's hard drives that exist now that I could fit all of my shit onto one hard drive. And then obviously if I get a second one of that, I can make a backup of that hard drive, 1-for-1 backup. And then what I could use all my old hard drives as a sort of cold storage, where basically I divide up the stuff between these massive hard drives onto them and just chuck them in a wardrobe somewhere. So, but for some reason, both of them die. At least I've got a bit of something surviving, of the data. But yeah, I can't save everything. I wish I could. The thing is that I'd fucking share anything with anyone, and you know, they say, oh, that's fucking piracy. You're just giving copies of shit to people. Fuck you. Make it fucking available. If I am digitally replicating a fucking cassette tape or a fucking record, and I don't mean music, because I understand music's heavily copyrighted and the stealing of it, and films as well. But the thing is, there's a lot of shit that's not available. If you want a DVD or a Blu-ray of, like, certain things, it might not be fucking available anymore. Like in the UK, recently, there was a company called Network, which was it didn't own any rights, it just made DVDs for companies, or got rights to make DVDs for companies. And there was one that they made of Wind in the Willows, the one with Peter Sallis and you know, Michael Hordern as Badger, the little puppet ones. Now you can get the film quite easily. There's the original film that they made, but there's a series of them, a television series they did for the telly, and you can only buy that second hand at like hugely inflated prices. But then the reason why it's hugely inflated is because they're so hard to get. Because they didn't print that many of them, the price can be... I mean, there's stuff now that isn't printed anymore that you can get for a couple of quid because there is that many in the market. But I just don't know what the future holds. Like, one day there's going to be a lot of shit going missing. I mean, I've contacted the BBC archive sometimes to ask them, you know, if you got this in the archive, have you got that in the archive? And they say, yeah, we do have that in the archive. So, well, can I see it? Can I lease it? Can I loan it? Can I do this and that and the other? And it's, oh, sorry, only big professional companies that will make DVDs for us can do that. And it's like, well, no fucker wants to do it. So why is that damaging to you? I know it's money. You know, they're not going to get a lot of money with someone paying them, like, I don't know, 50 quid for a bit of access. You know, you know, that's not the big money that they want. That's not like a DVD manufacturer. But, and there's fucking want for a lot of this shit. If it was up to me, I'd all this stuff that they've got on DVD, bugger remastering it. You don't have to remaster everything. A lot of stuff's already had a fairly decent remaster, and even stuff that's not, even if it's literally just been taken off the film and color corrected so it can look good, you know, look as it should do instead of looking like washed out. Just bung it back on a disc. Copy the artwork, copy the printed discs, and just ship it out. Because there'll always be someone who buys it. Yeah, it's not going to sell. I mean, there's some stuff I look at and it's like, oh, 100 of these have sold in a month. And that, you know, there's still 100 people fucking buying this roughly a month. There might be less people one month, there might be more people one month, but there's still people who want stuff that isn't easily available. Now, I'm not going to really talk about what I'm big into at the moment. Now, you might say, well, that's selfish. Everyone should have a fair chance. But no, I don't want direct competition for me to archive the thing I'm currently archiving, because that means that it's just going to push the prices up of the stuff I want to save, and I don't sit on them. I want to fucking share this shit, but I feel like, yeah, I don't have the best equipment in the world, but I at least try and get the best equipment I can for how much I have. And again, well, someone might say, oh, well, there might be someone out there with better equipment, and you're taking that away from them. But I work really hard with the shit I do. With the archiving I do. You know, it takes hours and hours, and a lot of people don't have time for this stuff. I'm fortunate that I do have time to do the things that I enjoy and the things that I find important. But, yeah, summary, GTA 6 is going to be it's going to sell well, but it's going to be a commercial failure. A lot of people won't like it, but there'll always be someone who does like it. I'm not going to say no one likes it. I'm just going to say that the majority probably won't like it. I think there's going to be something that really puts people off, and it's going to be a bit shit because the modern devs are just shit. Modern writers are a bit shit. I'd be surprised. Surprise me, Rockstar. What my thing is, expect it to be fucking shit. Be surprised when it's fucking great. Now, I bought that Gollum game. I expected that to be good. But then, and I don't usually follow trends, but a lot of people are saying it's fucking garbage. So it must be fucking garbage. So I just refunded it and said, well, this is commercial as shit. I may as well just fucking wait for when it drops in fucking price. I was surprised. I expected that Gollum game to be half decent. And no, it's fucking dog shit. So even I can be fucking wrong sometimes. Most of the time. I'm not always right at all. I'm not saying that. Modern games are more often than not shit. I hear that Red Dead Redemption 2's campaign, I don't hear anything that bad about it, and I've not played it yet. I love Red Dead Redemption, the original, and I love Undead Nightmare. I need to play Undead Nightmare because I was doing videos for YouTube with Red Dead Redemption, but then I never got onto Undead Nightmare, and I've especially not got to 2 yet. I enjoyed the online of 2 because that's something I did. I did the beginner mission for Red Dead 2, and that seemed fun. It's probably fun. There's a lot of detail. There's a lot of hard work in that. And if the people who worked on that work on GTA 6, maybe it's not going to be a complete pile of shit. But I just something feels wrong. I'd say that's about it. It's just Grand Theft Auto, archiving stuff, worrying about the 360 in its future, worrying about the PS3 in its future, even though I don't own one. And I shouldn't really buy one because I can't really afford one right now. And then even more the games. The console, you can probably get between 50 and like 200 quid depending on the condition of a PS3. But the fucking games are so expensive. The games are really dear. Like, a lot of them are like 60 quid still for a used game, not a brand new one. Obviously, yes, they've not been out for ages. This is, obviously people selling used ones, but a lot of games have for some reason just plummeted, fucking gone crazy. And I've probably got a lot of games that are worth quite a lot, but let's say PS3 Ratchet and Clank. Last time I looked at PS3 Ratchet and Clank on CEX, they were like quite okay. There's the HD trilogy, which is 35 quid. That's not too bad. To be honest, the prices have gone a lot more reasonable now. There's like All for One, Tools of Destruction, Q-Force, and there's an All for One special edition with no DLC in brackets, but why would you buy that? Why don't you just buy the normal All for One and buy the DLC from the store? I don't quite understand. Anyway, Quest for Boot is quite sort of dear. It's 12 quid, but that's not bad. They were a lot more expensive in the past, so they've gone down a bit. But who fucking knows, man? Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you agree with me? Are you worried that everything's getting shut down and it is possible that there could be Xbox 360 lost stuff, lost DLC, lost expansions, lost everything? Because I like how Xbox are adding more and more backwards compatibility to their Xbox One and Xbox Series X, but it's not enough. there's a hell of a lot of games that are getting left behind, and probably because of licensing. Apparently, there was a King Kong game that's on backwards compatibility, but the only way to play it is have a disc version, and the price of the disc version's gone up because people have wanted to, just have a go to see what it's about. And I don't have that game. And yeah, you know what? I'm with the herds. I do want to have a go at it because it's why would they add that and not other stuff? I like the Avatar game on the 360. Avatar, the fucking submarine bloke, not Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just gonna keep waffling now, so I may as well end it. I'm not very coherent. I've not wrote a script. I've just gone off my head, stuff that's bothering me, stuff that what I expect to happen in a bit.